In this video, we are going to find the integral of x squared times sine of x dx. So first we look at this and we don't immediately know what the integral is. We might want to try to use a u substitution, but here there are only really two things we can choose for u, either x squared or sine of x, and neither is going to be helpful. So if you're feeling kind of stuck, you might want to try integration by parts. So let's recall what integration by parts tells us. So integration by parts says that if I have the integral of, let's say, u dv, where I choose some part to be u and I set some part to be dv, that's equal to u times v minus the integral of v du. So one way you can remember this is uv vdu. That's how I like to remember it. So what do we have to do now? Well, looking at our integral, we have to find which part we're going to set as u and what part we're going to set as dv. So I'm going to let u be x squared. So if u is x squared, then du is 2x dx. Now, if u is x squared, that means it's this part, then this part, the sine of x dx, must be dv. So I'm going to let dv be sine of x dx. Now what's v? So now I basically am taking an antiderivative of sine of x, which is negative cosine of x. Great. So now I have this setup, and I can use integration by parts to try to figure this out. So what this tells me is that the integral of x squared sine of x dx is equal to u times v minus the integral of v du. Okay, so let's do some simplification here. So I'm going to rewrite this as negative x squared cosine of x, and now we have a minus sign here and here, so that's going to be plus that integral. I also have this constant 2, which I can take out, so I'm going to write this as plus 2. Let me shift this down a bit. Times the integral of x cosine x dx. Okay, great, but we're not quite done yet, right? Now we have another integral to solve. We need to solve this integral of x cosine of x dx. Now again, we don't immediately know what the antiderivative of that is, and perhaps the next integration trick we know is u substitution. But again, I can either choose u to be x or cosine of x, and neither is helpful. So we're going to want to try to use integration by parts again. Now I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to let u be x, so then du is equal to dx, and then I'm going to let dv be cosine of x dx. So if dv is cosine of x dx, then what's v? It's the antiderivative of cosine, which is sine. Okay, so now I'm going to use this substitution. So this tells me that the integral of x cosine of x dx equals u v times v, which is sine of x, minus the integral of v du, which is dx, right? Now we can simplify this, right, this is x sine of x minus the integral of sine of x dx. Now what's the integral of sine of x dx? Well, what's the integral of sine? This is just going to be cosine, so plus c, because this is an indefinite integral. And great, so now we've solved for this x cosine of x dx part. So let me rewrite this, what we have so far. So going back to the dark blue, which is our original integral, this integral of x squared sine of x dx, we have negative x squared cosine of x plus 2 times, so we just solved, we'll do a different color, this integral here, which we got is x sine of x minus cosine x plus c. Now let's do some factoring and simplify. So this is negative x squared cosine of x plus 2x sine of x minus 2 cosine of x plus c. So it would be 2 times c, but c is just any constant, so we can just absorb the 2 there. So if you want, we can group the cosines together, and so we can rewrite this maybe as I'll factor out a negative cosine, so we have negative cosine of x times x squared plus 2 plus 2x sine of x plus c. So in any case, this is our final answer. If this video was helpful, feel free to like and subscribe.